Hey guys, it's Anastasia with One Cosmic Heart. Having a little like frog in my throat right now. But anyway, it is Wednesday. It's almost 1 o'clock. So I am on here doing this will be a really quick live, and then I'm going to do another one after this, where I do a tapping session. I'm going to do some EFT tapping with folks. So let's see. What I wanted to talk about today is crystals. And I'm just trying to see. Oh, here I am. I'm seeing my face really tiny. Okay, perfect. All right. So hopefully you can hear me. And feel free to leave a comment if you want. Um, oh, getting something popping up here. Okay, sorry about that. So I wanted to just talk really briefly on crystals and God. And I was given like a nugget, a gift from someone, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago. So let me just give you a little backstory. I started doing Reiki 20 years ago, and right around the same time I started collecting crystals. Hi, Leslie. Hi, sweetie pie. So I started collecting crystals, and I'm still adding to my collection. Um, and when I was working with people 20 years ago, I started just doing Reiki. So I would be working on a massage table. And as I was working on them, various crystals, I would be drawn to either putting them on the table, under the table, on top of the person while they were on the table. And I didn't know too much about each particular crystal. Granted, when I bought each one, I would read about it and see what the properties were. But I was doing it more from intuition. So I would feel called and led to grabbing a crystal, and that crystal was like, okay, I need to work with this person. I need to be with this person. So it was the laying on of the crystals was for healing, another layer of healing in addition to the Reiki. So fast forward, um, I'm kind of going back to that, being drawn to crystals again for various reasons. There's a couple of different reasons, and it's not really important to go into that, but the crystal or stone people, as they're sometimes called, or the stone and crystal kingdom are calling me again to work with them, and I'm so happy. Please forgive my froggy throat today. Um, I My first attraction to them is visual. I am a lover of art and a lover of color, so crystals to me, I'm going to just see if you can see this one. This is a piece of dendrite. So crystals for me are just visually stunning. And this is a piece of pyrite, and I bought both of these the other day. This one kind of looks like a heart. Here we go. All right, you can see that, kind of heart-shaped. So the other day before, I kind of had a feeling, as I'm sure many of you did, that we would be heading towards a shutdown, mandatory shutdown. So I went to the local crystal shop in Hudson, Regina's Connection. Hey, Regina. Shout out to you and Charlene for being there and helping me. And I was drawn to certain crystals, and the majority of the ones I got were around abundance, because I have been feeling that what we're going through is, I spoke about this yesterday in my video, going to be a dismantling of the old ways and of the things that aren't working, and that we would for certain be rebuilding. And what's going to come is an overflow of abundance, much more than we ever dreamed of or thought or even have a concept of. But the abundance is going to come from a more pure place, a more grounded place, a place of more community, and fairness for all. So anyway, back to my stones on Saturday, and Charlene, who was in the store, joked. She said, "Oh, looks like you're doing some manifesting work. Looks like you're going to be setting up a grid." And I did. I went home, and the crystals kind of told me where they wanted to go. And I'm going to actually take a picture of that and post it on my Instagram feed, on my Instagram page, which will carry over into Facebook. So you'll get to see that grid. Again, that's all intuitive. I wish I could say that I've studied with some amazing crystal people, and I know there's tons out there, and maybe I will at some point. I do have a handful of books that I rely on, and the internet, and then my intuition, which is really important. So I would encourage you all to just trust your intuition. If you see a stone that you like or that you love or that you want to keep in your pocket or pocketbook or next to your bed or under your pillow, then definitely get that stone because it wants to work with you. So, having said all that, there is a vibration and an energy and a frequency that each stone has, in addition to their chemical composition that puts that stone together to create that particular color or shape or consistency. Like the pyrite is, it looks like gold to me. They do call it fool's gold. So there's like these little nuggets in there. It's very, very shiny. It's just made very differently than the dendrite. Oh, let's see. Okay, it's made very differently than the dendrite as far as how it's configured together chemically. I don't understand all that, but it's like biology, right? Somebody's got red hair, somebody's got blonde hair. Somebody's 6 foot tall, somebody's 5 foot 5. So it's all about what puts, how to put, how Mother Nature and the universe has put those together. Okay, so here's the nugget because I promised to keep this one short. I had been working with a store. They were buying my feng shui crystal sun catchers for a number of years, and the woman at that point, I had worked with 3 different buyers over the course of time I was working with them, and the last person I was working with would pick them out, was very happy to have them. She would comment about how she really was drawn to some of them more than others, would really loved certain ones more than others. And it's always nice to hear, and everyone's attracted to different stones for different reasons at different times. And she said something to me so interesting that I had not thought about before. And I was like, whoa, she like took took my journey and raised it up like, I don't know, a lot. Like you could almost say 100-fold. It was a lot. So, um, again, going back to what the stones represent, some stones help you to relax, some help people to meditate. Some stones are for the heart if you're needing some healing for your heart center, if you've gone through a grieving process or a loss process. Some are for energy, some are for sleep and insomnia. I mean, there's a stone out there for everything. There's a stone out there to help people with weight loss too. So, tons of stuff. And as she was commenting on, oh, I like this one or I like this color, and I might have the conversation might have gone something like this. Oh, that stone is good for such and such. And I do make these feng shui crystal sun catchers that are chakras. So they have all the colors of the chakras. So she might have said, I like this. And I might have said, oh, it's good for that. And she said to me, well, I just go to the source. She said, I just bypass the stones and I just go to the source. And I looked at her and I was like, So she's talking about God. She's like, I go to the one that made the stones, right? Like, I'm not going to use the stones as my intermediary. I'm going to go to the source. Now, I do want to say something about that because, as I mentioned, I'm still working with stones, and I do believe and have faith in a higher power, which I call God, or source, or spirit, or the universe. I use all those terms, but mostly God. Having said that, I the stones are a tool. And they're going to be, I think, for many people, the bridge, right? Like if you are feeling anxious and there's a stone that makes you feel more calm, then that is the bridge to get you from feeling anxious to calm and getting you to feel more like your higher self, which is God. Okay, so the stones are helpers. The stones are going to help us get to where we need to get, just like herbs and flower essences and all these other spiritual tools gets us to reconnect with our divine center and self. So in no way am I saying the stones, don't use the stones. Absolutely. Use them, love them, cherish them, take care of them, infuse them with your intentions and your light and love. Clear them. Oh, they're so precious. And if you're drawn to them, it's not an accident. But what I really loved about what she said is, I'm going to go to the one who made the stones, the creator of all that made the stones, who knew what they were doing when they made them for our good, for our benefit, for our highest good. I'm going to go straight to the source. And I love that. I had to think about that for quite some time because she is able to do that. She's able to just go to source. Like many of us just pray. But years ago, if you were raised in certain churches, you were taught you had to go to a priest and confess to the priest, or have someone pray with you or for you as the intermediary. So that's more in lines of like the Catholic Church. But when the Protestant church came in, it was like, nope, you don't need that I keep tripping over that word. So you don't need that in between person. There were still pastors and ministers and all that in the various Protestant churches. But they were saying, you've got your Bible and you've got your direct connection to God just through prayer. You don't need to go through me. You don't need to come to me for confession, right? And some people still do that, and that's wonderful. If that works for you, that's wonderful. So I'm not putting that down. I just really loved what this woman shared with me, and it's been such a gift, and I will treasure her words that when I can, and sometimes I have to use my essential oils to lift me out of a funk. I have to go to my essential oils for calm, right? And if that's what I need to do, because that takes me from not calm to using the oils or the stones to calm, perfect. And if you can make that like quantum leap and just be at calm without them, that's awesome too. That's awesome too. I just wanted to share that as a little nugget because we're struggling out there. We are looking for comfort and a sense of security and answers right now. All of us are. So, whatever you have that can help to bridge that gap for you, grab it, right? It could be a book, it might be a CD, it might be picking up the phone and calling a friend, it could be going for a walk. Whatever that tool is for you, grab it. And if you're able just to go straight to source and give your worries and concerns to source, that's awesome too. Okay? But I do want to let people know that the tools that we have are here for a reason. So that essential oil that you're diffusing or that you've sprayed on yourself is there for a reason, and it's there to help you. So use it. Okay? I'm still going to be using my stones. I am using them in my room, using them at night when I sleep. I will put them under my pillow, or sometimes we'll put one in each hand. So that's what I'm doing because they're bringing a tremendous amount of not only comfort, but healing. And my dream time is, my dreams are getting more vivid and I'm remembering them more and they're more expansive. So that's another gift that the stone people and the Stone Kingdom give to us. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to come back in less than 5 and do an EFT video for anyone. Okay, take care. Hi, my friend. I'm wrapping up, but I'll be back. I'll see you guys in just a few minutes.